Well, after a very, very busy early Friday, because I give out all my propositions, obviously, for the World Series, and they have to be in right now, I like to get the odds as good as possible before these wild card games. The American League is a little dicey to me. I think it's going to be quite difficult in the American League for anybody to win the World Series. If I was betting the World Series, even though the odds are not really indicative of this, I would have to say the National League has the edge, and I would probably put up the three National League teams as the favorites. Washington Nationals, tremendous year. Even without Steven Strasburg, I think that Gio Gonzalez could be an ace number one, and they really have a very, very solid pitching staff. Homegrown Zimmerman is a fantastic addition on their staff, and obviously their lineup can score runs, and their bullpen has been stellar. Now, also what we have, obviously, is the Cincinnati Reds. And they have their ace Cueto. And then they have, obviously, Arroyo and other arms that are formidable as their starting lineup, including Bailey. And obviously they have Chapman to close, although his health is suspect. He still throws 105 miles an hour. And now that you have their lineup with Votto back, whether it's 100% or not, we will see. I give the San Francisco Giants the edge in the National League. I have them at 3-1 to win the pennant. I think they will win the National League pennant with Bruce Bochy at the helm, and Posey winning the National League MVP, and the best pitcher in baseball, Matt Cain, at the helm of their staff, and a very, very solid bullpen coming down the stretch. I look for Cain in any series to win the first and the fourth. In a 7-game series, if chosen to, I think he can win 1, 4, and 7 against anybody. The American League is a mush-mosh of teams. New York Yankees are the odds-on favorite coming out of the American League, which is really interesting. Texas Rangers might be the odds-on favorite, but obviously they have to win the play-in game today to even get there. And obviously Darvish will not pitch Game 1 of the best of 5. He will not pitch Game 1 in the best of 7. The way it is aligned, that helps the other teams against the Texas Rangers. If you look at the American League, I don't think the Detroit Tigers can win the World Series, although they might be the best team in the American League. They played good down the stretch. They played tight games down the stretch. They overcame the Chicago White Sox to win their division and really, in essence, eliminate the White Sox, who have been in first place most of the year. Texas Rangers obviously have the best talent by far, but they are back and forth. Now, whether the Yankees starting pitching gets in gear and in form is the key. Whether the Yankees hit in the clutch is the key. Obviously, besides Miguel Cabrera, who you would have to say is the hottest batter in the playoffs left standing, then we will go Posey, and then right now we go Robinson Cano. Cano batting .600 his last 9 games has been unstoppable. But if you look at the Yankees, although they are deep, are their arms going to make it? Is CC pitching like the number one he is? Will Andy pitch to his true playoff form like he always does? Then you really got question marks after that. Will Kuroda come up big in his first Yankee playoff start? He's been arguably the best pitcher the entire year. So the American League really have no clue who's coming out of there. The National League, I'm going to bet the Giants at a 3-1 pennant play to win the National League pennant. I'm going to bet the Giants, who will be an underdog, at 7-1 to win the World Series. That is your best value. That is your greatest odds. Now, obviously, Game 1 today we have up there, which is the winner of the Atlanta Braves, St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals, obviously, world champs defending their championship. It will be extremely hard for them to repeat. Losing La Russa, losing Pujols. Can they pull it off? Of course they can. But the Braves are rock solid all the way around. Great starting pitching. Clutch starters, clutch hitting, well coached, very disciplined. They have Medellin on the mound, who hasn't lost, and it feels like forever. It's won 23 straight starts that he started. Didn't get all the wins, but the Braves are 23-0 when he started. Obviously, they could lose today. Obviously, the Cardinals with Los on the mound getting $1.60 could be the play. We will see. Texas Rangers have to beat the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles, obviously, with Saunders on the mound, at a big disadvantage here. Darvish might be the best pitcher in baseball, or let's say it a little differently, might have the best stuff. When his stuff is on, he is electric. He is unhittable. He has ice in his veins. I see him pitching a big game for Texas, but also I see the Orioles overachieving, which they've done all year, and they are playing with house money. Even though they got backed into the playoffs, even though they would have liked to win the division, in theory, who would have figured the Orioles to challenge the Rangers to go to the playoffs? So it's going to be a phenomenal Major League Baseball playoff run. Remember last year, I picked the St. Louis Cardinals to win the World Series, and the Cardinals did. We got the Cardinals at 25-1, then 15-1, then 8-1, then 4-1. So we really made a lot of money with the Cardinals. We had the Texas Rangers winning the entire thing in the American League. We had the Cardinals over the Rangers in the World Series. I look for my supreme performance to continue in World Series, American League Championship, Division Series, and the wild card playoff rounds. Epic baseball today. 2 life or death games starting at 5 o'clock Eastern, then at 8:30 Eastern. Every pitch counts. Every pitch matters. Extremely exciting. Plus, we have an amazing college football game on the card. Syracuse-Pittsburgh. Love this game. Love this matchup. Using it as a private play. Using it as a best bet. We also have up my college football for Saturday, and college football will reign supreme on Saturday. Syracuse-Pittsburgh, mind you, is a best bet tonight. That's a human lock. That's a burial. That's a blowout. Then we will have up my NFL. Yesterday, as advertised, I told you the St. Louis Cardinals, I told you the St. Louis Rams, the St. Louis Rams would piss all over the Arizona Cardinals. The St. Louis Rams would piss on the Arizona Cardinals, and they did. And really, it's amazing that their quarterback for Arizona did not die. I'm sure this morning his jaw is hurting, his teeth are rattled, his brain is disheveled. He probably has a concussion. That's the price you pay when you get $10, $12 million. Cobb obviously earning his money, coming over to Philadelphia as a backup, getting a big contract. Then they signed Vic. Then Cobb's traded to Arizona. Then Cobb doesn't even win the job, and Skelton starts. Now all of a sudden Cobb becomes a starter. Played great yesterday. Played brilliant. They didn't make the plays. A little surprised that Fitzgerald didn't go up and get that touchdown ball, even though it was a little overthrown. But Fitzgerald normally can get there, as they stated on First Take this morning. It was a lot of arguments, but really Cobb played amazing. Rams did what they had to do. I mean, Bradford did what he had to do. They ran the ball. They did what they had to do. It was an easy win. And also the Godfather, Howie Feiner, my father, had a lock on the under in the Ram game. So we made money there. Today on the card, looking to score out. Tomorrow, looking to score out. Sunday, looking to score out. Monday, looking to score it out. On the free pick phone right now, I have the over-under tonight in the college football winner. Absolutely free, absolutely free, absolutely free. Call the free pick phone, 800-982-2211, 800-982-2211, 800-982-2211. On the video blog, I will discuss with you exactly pertinent information, inside information, fixed information, private information, information that affects the outcome of the world, of the free world, why Barack Obama is a lock to win a second presidential campaign, a second back-to-back term for the first black president. Now will create the second black president, the first black president ever have back-to-back terms, Barack Obama, why he obliterates Mitt Romney when it counts. On the video blog. I love you. God bless you. Let's rock and roll. It's Major League Baseball. It's playoff baseball. Let's rock and roll. It does not get any better.